today's video, I'll be working in this little space behind me here. You probably recognize it as being my plant corner is what I call it. It's not really a room, just a little space where I normally have my house plants during the winter months when I can't have them on the front porch. And I thought we're in the early spring season here. It'll be a while before I can actually move them outside. How fun it would be to kind of fix up this space again. As you can see, the shelves are empty behind me here. I just haven't had the time to fix things up and maybe even add some new plants. And I have a few other little projects in mind that I want to incorporate into this space. So join me as I work on this fun little project and enjoy. First thing I'm doing here is removing all of the plants, and then I plan to clean the area up a bit. And I always like to do that if I redecorate or fix up a space in our home. I like to clean it first before I actually do that. Just such a good feeling to know that everything is nice and clean, kind of like a new beginning. I know I talk a lot about my favorite Norwex cloths on here, but I love this window and Enviro cloth combination. The Enviro cloth, of course, I would dampen with water and then go over the window first with that and then end it with the window cloth to get a nice streak-free window. And if you are interested in this product, there is a link down below in the description box. I could not be without these. I want to show you guys how I make these really simple yet pretty plant hangers. I've made them for years, and we also sell them on the Etsy shop. We have two different types of material that we use. We have the macrame cord and then also jute cord. Today I might be making one of each because I'm not quite sure will I want two of them for this space or just one, and that way I have a choice of whatever kind of looks best. But I'll start out with the macrame cord 1, and here I'm cutting 9 pieces that measure 120 inches. So now I have my 9 pieces that measure 120 inches each. I want to find my center point and then cut off another piece. I like to cut that one around at maybe 12 to 14 inches and create a loop of sorts to kind of hold this in place. And then I'll go ahead and hang it up. In this case, I'll use the pipe up here. It's just so much easier to braid if you have it hanging up somewhere. Again, I have the center of the 9 pieces, and here I'm just creating a little loop here to hold it in place. Now it's time for braiding, and it's kind of hard for me to explain this step. It's probably easier for you to just watch kind of what I'm doing, but basically I need to create 3 different braids, and each braid gets 6 strands. And I like to, if I pair them together, for me, I like to make sure that my 2 strands that I'm pairing together to create one are on either side of my loop that is holding my hanger in place here. And again, this will probably make more sense as I'm doing it. I want to braid down to around 14 inches long, and then I'll make a knot. So the measurement from the top of the braid to the knot is around 16 and a half inches, and that can vary if you'd rather want a shorter braid. For me, I kind of like to see the long braid, and at the same time you have to watch, we have some steps that we want to do in here yet, and then at the end you'll have like a tail left over, and I always like to see a long tail, so if you end up using everything up here, you know, for your braids and your knots, you won't have as much of a tail left over. So you kind of have to feel your way through and try to balance that out, I guess. The next step is kind of creating your pocket where your planter will sit in. And you want to take 3 strands from each main strand and knot those together. And then you repeat that step. These knots can be adjusted then to fit the size of pot that you want to put in here. Here I'm making that second plant hanger out of jute cord, and as you can see, Pebbles really enjoys when I do this. Actually, both of my cats like it. They think it's playtime. I'm going to interrupt my plant space makeover for just a bit and show you a new product we have available on the Etsy shop. But first, I do need to give you a cuteness alert. This is possibly the most adorable thing I've ever seen. Guys, check them out. My cousin Michael cut these out for us, and they're actually little magnets. Aren't they just so cute? And you probably remember we do have other bunnies that we've been selling on the Etsy shop, and I have one here just to show you guys the size difference. These will come with magnets on the back, and they are a pretty natural wood, but you could totally stain them or paint them if you don't want that look. I think they would just look adorable on the refrigerator or any magnetic surface, and I feel like they're just in time for the spring season. So if you're needing something cute to look at in your home or maybe a gift for someone, make sure to head on over to the Etsy shop and check them out. Now let's get back to the plant space makeover. I have various house plants that I want to repot. Some of them I just got from my sister Marlene. She always has some on hand. And others I just picked up here and there and maybe in garden centers and just haven't had the chance to, repot them. We just got a restock of these adorable wren houses that we've been selling on the Etsy shop for the past few years. And I think I'm going to perch one on the top shelf in my space. I think it'll look really cute. We always add the word chirp to them. I think it just makes them extra adorable with that. I thought, what would be more fitting than the sound of water in my little plant space? So here I gathered some rocks from the outside and I'm washing them. I'm going to see how it works to use this little water pump that I've used in other projects already, just to see if I can get that peaceful sound of water. I'm going to try something different here and run my diffuser without any oil, just the water, and see if I can get some moisture into the air here. Pretty sure most of these houseplants will like that. Of course, it won't be running all the time, just now and then when I think about it, I'll go ahead and run it for a couple of hours. I wonder if you recognized a few of the things that I used in my space. I get a lot of questions when I work on little projects, you know, what do I do with the things that I redo? And often I'll sell them, but not always. Sometimes I'll hang on to them. As you could probably tell, there's a little bucket down here, the white ice cream pail. I had redone that recently. Pretty sure you recognize my shutter shelf from last week. And the shutter sign up there you probably recognize from last week. I love using these crocks as planters. And we do have these available on the Etsy shop. I don't talk a lot about them, but they are available in different sizes. And the wooden mushrooms, I've talked about those before. I think they're just adorable. We have those on the Etsy shop, available in white, natural, or stained. The watering can, I had done that probably a year or more ago in a Dollar General makeover video, I think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite things to do, is fix up a space like this. I love how peaceful and relaxing it turned out to be, and I also love the fact that I hardly spent any money to do it. Hopefully I was able to encourage you to maybe do the same thing, like find a corner or a little space in your home. It doesn't have to be much, obviously, and fill it with things you love. It's just so good for the soul. Where I'm standing here is normally a swing is hanging here, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to be sitting in there sometimes. And on the TV here, maybe have some nature sounds or bird songs going, you know, hearing my little water behind me, just being surrounded by plants. It's just a good place to be. So as always, I hope your day is going great. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.